1977, I want to clear things up about Rocksteady Crew. I had information that was saying that it was founded in 1977 by Crazy Legs, but then my research kind of shows that I want to say in 1977, my man was probably still in either elementary or middle school. So I end up finding out the actual true facts. And this is not to shit on Crazy Legs. Even though he's shitting on Lord Jamar, I'm not gonna be that person to stoop to that level. I got mad respect for what he's done for the culture of breakdancing since his when he really kind of got popping around 80, 81, 82. But let's go to the real history of Rocksteady Crew and where it really came from. In 1975, Batch, Shark, and Cash formed a graffiti crew called TBB, the Bronx Boys. At some point during the same year, around July, or maybe even earlier than July, but at least from what my research shows, around July, by then of that year, they went from doing graffiti to breakdancing or rocking as it was called. And because I guess of the popularity maybe of their crew, other crews started to incorporate rock into their name, as told by Batch. So basically, other examples: Star Child, La Rock, Rockwell Association, etc., etc. So basically, to jump right on into it, in 1979, after the TBB Rockin' Crew disbanded, Jimmy Lee renamed his division of TBB to Rocksteady Crew. The name Rocksteady came from TBB, rocking crew, always rocking steady. I guess that was their lingo. Like, we always rocking steady, yada yada. Cool. To go further, even though Jimmy Lee renamed his former TBB set to Rocksteady Crew, their original shirts that they started to wear at that time under the new banner Rocksteady, they still had TBB at the bottom, paying homage to where they came from. So going back to 1977, the TBB Rocket Crew basically got large enough to where it got on Africa Bambaata's radar. Around that time, he initiated a peace treaty between the two biggest organizations to ensure safety for the youth that attends parties and the jams and stuff like that. So a meeting took place at Webster Projects where TBB, the Bronx Boys, and Zulu Nation agreed to unite for the sake of unity. You know, and when I mean unite, not unite, they still with their own separate organizations, but it ain't on site. We're gonna keep it love, you know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much what that was. So to kind of wrap this rock steady topic up, there was no rock steady activity in 1977. It was officially formed in 1979 by Jimmy Lee and not Crazy Legs and others who may try to have backdated themselves in history to appear to be the George Washington of some shit. Um, Rocksteady was not present during the 1977 blackout, nor the Son of Sam murders. One of the earliest type crews, maybe, but I ain't gonna say that they the very first, but they are one of the first that was probably that had weight to their name. There's plenty of articles out there from legends of that time. There's a YouTube video of Love Star Child telling you word for word out the gate that no, we the Black Americans were already doing all of this fly shit, and we taught them. We invited them into the culture. You know what I'm saying? They just took it and ran with it. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the most honest, blunt way to take it. You know what I mean? When you think of breakdancing, you do think of the Latino Puerto Ricans as the face of it, because as early as maybe the 80s and shit, like with breaking and all them type of early like movies and shit, they had their face on a lot of that shit. You had a couple of brothers in there and shit like that, but from that pretty much that time frame going forward, they got in early and kind of filled that niche. Like, nigga, we gonna lock this breakdancing shit down. You know what I mean? And that's no insult. This is just motherfucking history as history is shown. You know what I mean? Most of the blacks that were in that breakdancing move transcended. They either, a lot of them went on to become DJs or become MCs themselves. You know what I'm saying? Shit, when I was goddamn 4 and 5, I was on a goddamn cardboard joint doing backspins. You feel me? So, but anyway, shout out to them. So it's 1977, breakdancing, that element is becoming, really more prevalent as well. All right, boom. I had to just, come back with a real quick add on. I'm going to add this part to the 1973 section as well as the 1977 section to clear shit up extra fucking clear. So I want to put respect on Kevin and Keith Smith name. These brothers, now known as the legendary twins, in 1973 they were known as the nigga twins. These were the original break dancers, the original b-boys. So let me just make this fucking clear for you niggas. And I'm not talking about the people that's coming and listening first time, like don't know shit. No, I ain't yelling at you. I'm yelling at the whole niggas, the perpetrators, and not the innovators. The motherfuckers who claim they created this shit that's not like us. If you such an advocate of the movement, you supposed to goddamn be proud of the full history of the movement, not just your involvement. You know what I mean? We ain't trying to rewrite fucking timelines. You don't erase what came before you, motherfuckers. The original B-boys, Keith and Kevin Smith, the legendary twins, formerly known as the nigga twins. Don't ever get that shit fucked up. But anyway, back to the regular scheduled video. And moving on. The other major event for that year, of course, was the Blackout of New York City. This event was so important to the history of hip hop and more importantly DJing because of the looting that took place. A lot of electronic stores got hit and brothers came up on DJ equipment overnight. So now instead of there only being maybe 5 to 10 like real DJs kind of on the scene at that time, you got mad DJs starting to pop up out of the left and right now that they got access to equipment. So to put the cherry on top of 1977, a group of promoters, one of the members of this group known as the Force, a brother by the name of Russell Simmons meets a young DJ by the name of Cool DJ Kurt. he convinces him to change his name to Curtis Blow and that he should consider rapping instead of DJing. And with that said, we out of here.